Welcome yogis. Today's class is going to be physically centered around the shoulders and the middle of the back. Due to our postural habits and lifestyle, our shoulders tend to slump forward and this results in a weak mid-back region. So today there's two actions I'd like you to consider and bring awareness to. The first is drawing the shoulders down your spine away from the ears, using the lower part of your trapezius, the lower part of your mid-back, pulling the shoulders down and in. The second one is externally rotating the upper arm bone so that the shoulder rolls back in its socket. And these two movements will serve to free up your upper traps and your neck, protect your rotator cuff from injury, and also to correct those postural habits. So this class is a little bit more challenging. There are definitely some challenges for our shoulders. So I'd like you to consider and honour your body and do what you can. Don't worry, there's plenty of options along the way. So let's begin our practice today in Child's Pose in Balasana. Sitting back on the heels, reaching the arms forward, forehead towards the earth. And start to bring in your breath. We take a breath technique called Ujjayi breath, which is drawing the air in and out through the nose with the mouth closed. This creates a raspy quality to your breath that you can not only hear, but you can also feel in the back of your throat. And this helps to anchor your mind into your practice, out of the day for a moment. Take the right arm now and thread it to the outside of the left pinky finger. And use the left arm to pull that arm to the corner of your mat, pulling back on the right hip crease, feeling the stretch down the right back side of your body into the lats that support the shoulder blade. And then we'll take that same stretch on the other side, breathing into the back of your body. And moving back through Child's Pose. On your inhale, shift your weight forward into Chaturanga Low Plank. Be careful of the shoulder blades here. Just make sure that the shoulders are facing the crown of the head and not dropping towards the mat, lowering yourself all the way down. On the exhale, pressing yourself back through Child's Pose. And then like a wave on your inhale, coming again through your Chaturanga, your low plank, this time straight to the earth, chest and hips land together. Awareness in the shoulders as you exhale back through Child's Pose. And again, inhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, broadening the collarbones as you lower. Moving into Cobra Pose now, Bhujangasana, tops of the feet and the pubic bone press into the earth, lifting with the middle of your back. Attention to the heads of the shoulders, make sure they're not pointing down towards the mat, but rather straight ahead. Exhale, nose to floor. Take the arms wide now, tent up the fingertips for Intimidation Pose, lifting the same way and then perhaps a little bit of pressure into the fingertips. Try not to dump down into your lower spine here. Keep the core engaged, the belly lifted off the mat. And as you exhale, nose floats to floor. Again, inhale for your Intimidation Pose. This time taking a little twist to the left side and then the right side. Bending the elbows as you take the twist. Pushing away as you come through center. Warming up through the thoracic spine. As for the whole class today, attention to the shoulders, rolling them back in their sockets. And as you exhale, Coming back through your Cobra and then all the way into your downward facing dog. We'll take a shorter stance in our downward facing dog so that the heels stay on the earth. And take a few moments to pedal out through the heels or any other intuitive movement, maybe stillness. We'll take the right hand to the left ankle for a little twist. Here, the left hand is where I'd like you to place your attention. Really press the earth away here so you're pushing with the arms. Right hand back to the earth, left hand to the outside of the right ankle. You can use that hand as leverage against your leg to really twist the body, peeking up underneath your right armpit. Right hand firmly into the floor, pressing away. And then back through your downward facing dog, coming onto tippy toes, walking the feet all the way up to the hands, taking a halfway lift, and then bending the knees a lot for your ragdoll hang. Here, lay the ribs on the thighs, and then you could take a little sway side to side if that feels nice. A little bobble up and down of the head. Make sure the neck feels nice and free. Make sure the knees are bent a lot so the ribs can really rest on the thighs, and then let go of the bind. Along with anything that no longer serves you, just let it on the mat, let it go. Draw the belly in, ground down through the feet, roll yourself up to a stand. Inhale, reach the arms up, and then as you exhale, fold over the legs. Take an inhale, lengthen through the spine, stepping back into plank pose, either knees or toes, coming down to Chaturanga Dandasana. Watch the shoulders, don't roll forward. Cobra or upward facing dog on your inhale, and as you exhale, take downward facing dog. With your inhale, draw the elbows and the forearms to the earth, keeping them parallel to each other, pressing firmly into the forearms, taking the weight out of the shoulders here into Dolphin. Press back through your hands, downward facing dog as you breathe out. Inhale to tippy toes, look between the hands, take a step or a float to the top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana, upward hands. Breath goes out as you fold down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, taking Chaturanga, knees or toes, always your choice. Back bend of choice here too. Inhale into the heart space. And then as you exhale, pressing firmly into the hands, downward facing dog. On your inhale, dropping to the elbows, Dolphin. Exhale, pressing into the hands, downward facing dog. To the tops of your toes on the inhale, exhale, bend the knees to the top of the mat, no breath, halfway lift, inhale here, and then exhale, forward fold. Rise up, reach up, marry the breath and the movement, follow the breath down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, moving through your Chaturanga, your back bend, upward dog, and then downward facing dog as you exhale, arms strong, dropping to the elbows again for Dolphin. This is tough on the shoulders, I know, do your best. As you exhale, pressing through the hands, downward facing dog. To the tops of the toes on the inhale, exhale, bend the knees. Jump to the top of the mat, halfway lift, inhale, and then exhale, forward fold. Ground down through the feet, rise up, inhale, arms overhead, As you exhale, hands to heart center in Samasthiti. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift on the inhale. Moving through your vinyasa, the Chaturanga Dandasana, watching the shoulders, squeezing the back muscles to open your back bend. And then finding downward facing dog. We'll float the right leg to sky for three-legged dog. As you exhale, take a tiger curl through the center. Inhale, reach up, three-legged dog. And again, tiger curl as you exhale. One more time. Inhale, reach the edge of the pose with the edge of your breath. Tiger curl on your exhale. Step the right leg through into a low twisted lunge. Right arm to sky. The left hand, watch that the shoulder's not slumping forward there. Pressing the earth away. Coming down onto the knees for an option if you need. The left shoulder wrapping back as you come into side plank. You could take the option on your knees if you need to. Make sure the shoulders are stacked. Right leg to sky on the inhale, and as you exhale, take a long, slow step, right foot to the top of the mat, bending the back knee, coming into Crescent Lunge. Hugging the inner thighs in to create some bandha, some mula bandha, pelvic floor, giving you some stability. Binding the hands behind the back and then lifting the sternum up towards the sky. And core muscles are on as we take this little backward bend. Eyes up, creating length in the spine, keeping that as you come on down into your one or two leg chaturanga, upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog with the breath out. Left side, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, tiger curl, shifting the shoulders all the way over to the fingers. And again, inhale, marrying the breath and the movement seamlessly. Exhale. This will help to create a moving meditation. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, tiger curl. Step the foot between the hands. Left arm to sky, twisted low lunge. Whether you're on your knees or your toes, it's the right shoulder that we're concerned with. Making sure you're pushing the earth away with the right hand and wrapping the right shoulder back in its socket. Coming into side plank Vashisthasana, your version, knees or toes, the shoulders are stacked, lifting from the underside of the body. And then floating the left leg up, knee comes in towards the chest, pushing strongly with that right arm to take that left foot to the top of the mat and coming into Anjanasana, Crescent Lunge. And take an inhale, reaching the arms nice and long towards the heavens, and then as you exhale, interlace the hands, bind them maybe the non-habitual way, and then lift the chest on the inhale, squeezing the back muscles. Arms float back up to the sky as you release the bind, and then hands to the earth, moving through your Chaturanga or Trianga, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana or Cobra, downward facing dog as you breathe out. So let's flow this, taking the right leg to sky on the inhale. Exhale, tiger curl, step the foot through, right arm to sky, inhale. Exhale, side plank. Inhale, lift the leg as you exhale, slow step to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up, Anjanasana. Exhale, bind the hands. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the heart. And then as you exhale, the breath carries you towards the earth. Fill up on the inhale here and empty out on the exhale, down dog. Left leg to sky, three-legged dog, inhale. Tiger curl, squeeze all the air out, step the foot through, left arm to sky, inhale. Side plank as you exhale. Left leg to sky, inhale. Slow step to the top of the mat on your breath out, and then inhale lifts you into crescent. Exhale, binding the hands, non-habitual way. Inhale, lift the heart. And then exhale to the earth, moving through your vinyasa. Always the option to move through the knees or skip the chaturanga and up dog and meet in downward facing dog. Let's go one more round each side. Right leg to sky, inhale. Tiger curl, exhale. Right arm to sky, inhale. Maybe bind the toes into Bakasana, full expression of the pose. On your exhale, that slow step, really firmly pressing through the left hand, continue upwards on your Crescent Lunge. Binding the arms, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga. Breathe in, back bend. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Left leg to sky, inhale. Tiger curl, exhale, step the foot through, left arm to sky, inhale. Your choice with your side plank, bind the toes, stack the feet, come onto the knees. And then with control, coming all the way, left foot to the top of the mat. Rise up. Take the mini back bend as you bind the arms. Inhale into the heart space. And then exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. On your next inhale, lower the elbows to the floor for Dolphin as you take the right leg to sky. Exhale, press through the hands, Tiger curl, step the right foot through, right arm to sky for Twisted Low Lunge. Moving through side plank with awareness in the shoulders. Lifting the leg and then taking it back, squeezing the shoulder blades together for Wild Thing. Option is to take Wild Thing on your knees. As you inhale, coming out of Wild Thing through side plank. Exhale, bend the knee, take the foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, Crescent Lunge. Bind the hands on the exhale. Take an inhale, lift the heart. And as you exhale, hands to the floor, preparing for Crow Pose, Bakasana. Taking the knees nice and high up onto the triceps. And then shifting your weight forward. If Crow Pose isn't for you, just practice getting the knees into the triceps. Otherwise, just keep shifting your weight forward. One or both legs lift off the earth. And then Chaturanga Dandasana, step or float back. Take your vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Left side, three-legged dolphin pose. Inhale. Exhale, tiger curl on the hands. Step the foot through, left arm to sky, twisted lunge, inhale. Side plank as you exhale, lift the left leg and then squeeze the back body to open up through the heart. Careful of that grounded shoulder, that right shoulder. Pressing that right hand firmly into the earth as you move back through side plank. Slow, controlled step to the top of the mat. Inhale, Crescent Lunge. Exhale, bind the hands the non-dominant way. Inhale, lift the heart. And then as you exhale, preparing for Crow Pose, your version. whether that's just getting used to the weight in the arms or whether you're floating the feet off the earth. Keep breathing through this pose. If your mind is gone out of the class, bring it back with the breath. And next time you exhale, shoot the legs back or step back. Fill the lungs with breath on your back bend. And then take downward facing dog. Three-legged dolphin on your inhale. Tiger curl on the hands as you exhale. Step the foot through. Low twisted lunge. This time binding the toe. If you'd like to take that version of side plank straight into Karasana Wild Thing. Keep flowing through side plank to the top of the mat with the right foot. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, bind and open the shoulders. And again, hands to the earth, spreading the fingers wide, preparing for Cobra Pose. Keep looking forward. It's more about balance than strength. Shoot back on the exhale. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, inhale. Ardha Mukha Svanasana, exhale. Three-legged dolphin, left leg. Exhale, tiger curl. Step the foot through, left arm to sky. Preparing for side plank. This next few poses is all about that supporting shoulder, wrapping it back into the shoulder socket, squeezing the back muscles to support it. Controlling the leg by pressing away with that right hand. Lift the arms up on the inhale. Breathing the bind. And then last time, opportunity to fly in your Cobra Pose. Keep scooping the belly up towards the back of the spine. Chaturanga arms. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, come down to dolphin. And then as you exhale, walk out into our low forearm plank. Inhale, lift the belly, walk the feet back into dolphin pose. As you exhale, down into your plank. One more time, really working into the shoulders, stack them above the elbows. Attention to detail here. Exhale into your plank pose. Drop down to the knees. Into child's pose. And then we'll take eagle arms to stretch out the mid-back and the back of the shoulders. We'll cross the left elbow underneath the right, wrap the arms, draw the shoulder blades down the back, pull the elbows away from you, and then pull the hands away from the forehead. If you're not able to bind the arms in this way, you could cross at the elbows and just hold on to the shoulders. Breathing between the shoulder blades, the space between where the spine and the shoulder blades meet. Inhale, lift the arms up. And as you exhale, cross the arms the other way, right elbow under left, shoulders as an option, or the full bind. Keeping the shoulder blades down your back as you lift the elbows away, keeping the elbows away and high as you take the fists away, chin tucked in, sending your breath, your awareness into the back body, trying to inflate the back body with your inhale. Give the shoulders a bit of a roll around, and then we'll come all the way down onto our belly, taking a little stretch for the front of the shoulders and the upper chest, the left elbow out 90 degrees, left ear on the floor, rolling yourself over to the left side, really pressing that left hand firmly down into the earth, wrapping the left shoulder back on the spine so you can feel that opening. It's an active stretch here, really pressing the hand into the earth. And then coming through center, let's take the same stretch on the right. Look with your eyes, make sure it's 90 degrees. Make sure the head is relaxed. Using the left arm to push yourself over to the right. Right hand firmly down into the earth. And then rolling back onto the belly. Coming through a little Cobra Pose here, lifting with the mid-back or pressing all the way up into upward facing dog. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come to tippy toes. As you exhale, bend the knees, jump all the way through onto the bottom. And then roll yourself all the way down onto your back, setting up for bridge pose, Settle Balasana. The heels are underneath the knees. Heel yourself up, perhaps rolling onto the back of the shoulders, binding the fists and pressing them down into the earth. Keep squeezing the glutes and grounding down with the heels to lift the hips, breathing into the front body. Start to roll yourself down as you exhale. When your tailbone lands, give the knees a little bit of a wash side to side, loosening off the lower spine. And then drawing those knees in towards you into a twist. Knees over to the right, keeping the left shoulder firmly on the floor. Try to keep your focus, your mind, still on your breath, still on your practice. Giving yourself that break. Focus. Coming through center, we'll take the knees over to the left. Make sure the right shoulder is heavy on the earth. It's been a really strong practice, so just allowing your body to relax here in the twist. And then eventually making your way into Shavasana, corpse pose. In this pose, just allow the benefits of the class, the strength that you've built, just to seep into every cell of your body. And the best thing is you don't need to do anything else here, just accept and receive. I'm going to leave you here in Shavasana today and take as long as you have time for. Thank you for joining me in this quite strong practice. I hope you found it a useful break from your work or your day. Namaste.